Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into something that's, well, probably on a lot of people's minds. We're looking at the Russia-Ukraine conflict and this persistent question, is an immediate ceasefire actually, possible right now?
Yeah.
The key info quickly and clearly, so that's what we're aiming for in this deep dive.
Exactly. Our focus today is pretty sharp. We're zooming in on just one source titled Ukraine Ceasefire, Latest Updates. And really, we're looking closely at its headline. It asks, Russia and Ukraine war, what's going on? Latest updates to immediately begin ceasefire.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that. The headline itself, it tells a story, doesn't it? It's not declaring a ceasefire, definitely not. But it is asking if one could start immediately. That word feels important.
It really does. And the fact it's phrased as a question, that's significant too. It sort of signals that, okay, there are latest updates, things are happening clearly, but an immediate start. That's still being questioned, still up in the air, not a done deal.
Right. And just by asking it that way, the source is kind of flagging the sheer uncertainty of it all. It makes you think, well, what information, what kind of shifts could possibly be happening to even make this the central question right now?
Precisely. Yeah, raising this question probably points to a mix of things. Maybe there's been a change in the fighting, perhaps a lull, or maybe, diplomatic talks are bubbling up again more seriously. These latest updates, the headline mentions, could be anything, really. Even just a sense of stalemate, making people wonder about stopping the fighting, well, now.
That brings up a really crucial point, though.
Yeah.
What does immediate actually mean in this whole context? Are we talking hours?
Yeah.
Days? The headline doesn't specify. And that lack of detail kind of underlines how fragile any such idea might be.
Absolutely. And that urgency, the push for immediate, it clearly shows how much people want a quick end to the violence, a fast de-escalation. But, we all know how complicated things are on the ground. The issues run deep. So even just talking about an immediate ceasefire, well, it's loaded with potential problems and challenges.
So if we pull this together, our look at just this headline suggests that the possibility of an immediate ceasefire, that's a really central question being asked right now about the conflict. The source isn't giving answers, no, but it's definitely highlighting this as a major point of focus, given whatever these latest updates are.
That's the core takeaway, I think. The headline acts like a snapshot of the current discussion. Ongoing events are prompting this really critical question. Could things stop immediately? It captures both that desperate hope and the real-world uncertainty.
Which kind of leads us to a final thought for you, the listener, to mull over. Thinking about how incredibly difficult this conflict is, the terrible human cost, what would an immediate ceasefire actually look like on the ground? What are the instant challenges? What opportunities might suddenly pop up if the fighting just stopped? It's a very complex thing to picture, isn't it? We hope this focused look has at least helped clarify the key questions being debated right now. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.